Hello, everyone. Trust you're well and your families. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your location. This is Leadership Talk with Adegoke, episode 96. Yes, episode 96. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I trust that you're well. This is going to be a great year for all of us, 2023, and I'm so excited, showing up as usual just to add value. And we're looking at leadership and your why. Leadership and your why. What do we mean by your why? Your why is that compelling purpose, the compelling purpose that you have for doing life, for showing up, and for doing, whatever activity you decide to embark on, your why. And so I just believe that it's so important for us to speak to this at this moment in time. Having finished 2022 and thankful for life, but we're into a new year. And I know quite a number of people will set up resolutions or goals, as the case may be. But you need to have a strong why. Yes, we need to have a strong why. For example, for those into fitness, if you say you're going to be running, what's the reason why you want to run? Is it so that you look good, or you want to have a longer life? For those who are working out. Then for those who are reading, for example, if you want to read, is it so that people will know that you are, somebody that, is a good reader, or you want to gain new knowledge? So you need to have a strong why. It's so important this year, because I know some people on the bucket list, one of the top priorities will be about making money. But if you set out, your year with just about making money, I can tell you for free that is not a strong why. It's rather about you adding value, helping people to unlock their potentials. I'm showing up, been showing up on Leadership Talk with Adegoke for some time now, and this is episode 96. And I can tell you for free that, even as we add value, there are certain things that will come to us automatically, but you must have a strong why. And there's no other time that we must have a strong why as now, because there's a lot of distractions all over the world. Things are, shifting, all over the place. There's Ukraine, there's still COVID, emerging in some places. There's mental health issues. There's the issue of, migration for some people. There's cost of living crisis. But you must have a strong why. And if you have a strong why, you find that you even make more impact. You generate more momentum, and life becomes even more interesting. So I just like to speak to some things very quickly. As we all know, I'm sure some of us know Simon Sinek, his book on why. And he also alluded to the fact that, it shouldn't be just about making money. Money is not a why, according to him. There are other things that we must look at, according to Simon Sinek. He said revenues, profits, salaries, and other monetary measurements are simply results of what you do. So what are you going to be doing this year? What's going to be your itinerary? I was speaking to someone recently. I said, look, this is a year like no other year that we must begin to journal. We must begin to write things down. The book of Habakkuk chapter 2, it says that you should write down the vision. Write it down. Have a to-do list, that you follow on a daily basis. Life is not going to be about, running into things by accident. You must be intentional. I'm showing up now, just like any other time that I've been showing up, but it is not accidental. This year, write down your goals, and as you write down your goals, you achieve more. So what is your why this year? Is your why going to be a very strong why. I was speaking, on the platform yesterday about goals, accountability partners. And one of the things that I shared is that I realized that, there's some people that start out with a big vision and say this is what they want to achieve. But when push comes to shove, when the tire hits the rubber hits the road, they begin to give excuses. So this is not a year to give excuses. This is a year to show up. To show up, and intentionally, you must have a strong why. So now, in terms of having a strong why, it must be impact driven. It must be about impact, not just about you. It's about making things better for others. What problems are you going to be solving this year? Whose life are you going to be making better this year? What value are you going to be bringing into the marketplace? So you must have a strong why. And those things that you highlight, even for yourself personally, you feel inspired to do more. You feel inspired to show up. And so it helps you to have clarity. It helps you to be consistent. And it helps you to want to collaborate more. Like I talked about the 3 C's last year: clarity, consistency, and collaboration. It's still the same template that we're going to be running on this year, but we're going to make sure that our why is very strong, which is about adding value to more people. And so you must be clear about your why. That's very important. Then you need to begin to outline your why, your purpose statement. You write it down. Like I said, you must write it down. And number 3, you need accountability partners. It's very important because you see, life always shows up in different ways. So when you have accountability partners, they help you to have clarity, they help you to stay consistent, and they help you to push yourself above and beyond, So once you have identified, the contributions that you want to, add to any particular space, then, like I said, you must engage, you must stay consistent. Consistency is a game changer. If you have a strong why and you are not committed and consistent, it might just be, an exercise in futility. So you don't want to show up without a strong why. So you must have a strong why. Like I said, why do you, for example, running? Why do you want to run? Is it because you want to look good? But it's better to say it and say, look, because I want to have a healthier life. Instead of saying, I want to make money, which is good, but it's better to say that I want to add value. When you add value, it's more of impact, it's more of legacy. So I just said I should jump in and add some nuggets. This is Leadership Talk with Adegoke. Please follow us on our social media platforms, and you get a lot of value. Our courses are still on Udemy: world-class customer service, fundamentals of business etiquette and personal grooming. And also our books are on Amazon: customer retention and experiential approach. And also our book is also available. The other book on Amazon is professional selling skills. Yes, it's available on Amazon. And you can follow us on this podcast, Leadership Talk with Adegoke. This is episode 96, Leadership and Your Why. How big is your why this year? Don't set small goals, and make sure that your purpose statement is very clear. Have accountability partners, stay consistent, collaborate, and remain committed to your commitment. So this is another session of Leadership Talk with Adegoke, episode 97, Leadership and Your Why. Thank you for joining us. Thanks.